Hey everybody, John Wagnon here with DevCentral, and in this Lightboard lesson video, we're going to talk about the security of your big IP system and how it relates to iHealth. So we've done a couple other iHealth videos, and in those, if you'll remember, iHealth is a system. I'm just going to put iHealth right here. It is a system that tells you about the current state of your big IP system. And the way it works is you have, your big IP here, and the truth is you probably have multiple of these, so I'll just put a few of these kind of thing. And what you do is you take what's called a quick view file, or QK view, so I'll just put QK view right here, file that is generated from the big IP system. You upload it into the iHealth system, either manually via the iHealth website or more preferably the iHealth public API that you can API automate this stuff. And that quick view file contains the configuration and multiple pieces of information about the big IP. And then the iHealth system generates this snapshot of the condition of your big IP system at that point in time. So anyway, you can go back and look at some of the other videos where we talk about the basics of iHealth. But in this specific video, I wanted to highlight the security features of iHealth and what it tells you. So when you go into iHealth, when you log into iHealth, you're greeted with this overview, overview status page there in iHealth. It's kind of the default view. And in that, the iHealth team has taken the security diagnostics of the big IP system that have been generated via the QK view, diagnostics, and put them right front and center on that overview status page. So when you look at that page, you're going to see things like diagnostics, and I'll just put that here, diagnostics of the system itself, but then just underneath that, you're going to see security diagnostics. So I'll put security diagnostics, right? Diagnostics. All right, because to be fair, not every single diagnostic that the iHealth system has is security related, but many of them are. And to give you a reminder, there's over 3,500 diagnostic checks that the iHealth system does on the status of your big IP system. So there's all kinds of diagnostics. But I'm going to kind of highlight the security diagnostics. And when you look at the security diagnostics on that iHealth overview page, it breaks it down into different categories of, critical diagnostic checks, or high or medium or low, severity levels of the security. And so you can see those right there front and center on the iHealth overview status page. But you can also navigate to the security section. There's like this dedicated security section of the iHealth overview. And so kind of on the left-hand side, that navigation pane, you can click on the security menu option, and it brings up the security page, which also, of course, highlights security diagnostics. But then in that page, it also will say CVE diagnostics, right? Because there's all kinds of these things, right? All right, so security diagnostics are going to be things like maybe you've got some, SSL certificate that's about to expire or has expired, things like that. And again, these things are categorized critical, high, medium, and low. And let's say that you do have an SSL certificate problem, whatever, you can actually click on that and it tells you the actual, profile that's being used, the partition that it's in. So, it points directly to where that issue is taking place on your big IP system. But then if you click into the CVE diagnostics, then it's going to list, of course, CVE-related issues as it applies to that big IP system at that point in time. So let's just say, for example, there is a CVE. This one is actually a real CVE. CVE, I'm just going to pick on this for a second. CVE 2020-8840. That's an Apache vulnerability that was released in 2020, of course, if you know the CVE nomenclature. And so you can click on, let's say that one applies to your big IP system at that time, you can click on the details of that and it'll show you the details of what that CVE is and all the details surrounding that. But then also it tells you fixes, and I'll just put right here, fixes introduced, right? So I'll just put introduced right there as kind of a little point underneath that, and it'll say things like, and I'll pick on that one again, I'll do a little research on that one. That one specifically has fixes introduced in Big IP version 14.1.2.7. Big IP version 15.0.1.4, 15.1.0.5, 16.0.1. So it gives you the actual specific fixed, the fixes that have been introduced for that CVE for that specific version of TMOS or the Big IP system. And so what that can do is all of this information then arms you with the knowledge that you need to then go back and update your Big IP accordingly, right? To be clear, the iHealth system does not itself update the Big IP system. But what it does is it gives you all of the information you need so that then you can make a very informed decision to go back and update your Big IP system. I used to do some security testing, earlier on, before I was on the DevCentral team, and we actually had this one specific set of software, this testing software, where it would look at all kinds of different stuff on Windows machines or Linux or whatever. And it actually gave you the option to say, hey, here's all these problems we found. Do you want to fix all of them? And there was a big button that said, fix all of them now. And we were instructed very strongly, do not ever, ever touch that button, because if you do, it'll crash the whole system, which it totally would. So again, some people may argue, well, hey, can't iHealth just fix it all? And the answer to that is, frankly, you don't want it to do that all in one fell swoop. What you want it to do is exactly what it does. It gives you all the information you need so that then you can go back and fix or update the Big IP system as appropriate according to your business needs and release schedules and all that kind of stuff. But iHealth will give you exactly what you need in order to do that. So you should be concerned, and I'm sure you are concerned, about the security posture of your Big IP system. And so now you know that you can use the iHealth output here to make very informed, knowledgeable decisions to keep your Big IP system as up-to-date and as secure as you possibly can. So thanks for watching this Lightboard lesson video with us today. Hey, if you like this thing, you can click up here on our DevCentral logo and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys out there in the community.